Hi everyone. In this video I'll be talking about the 5 worst predictions from the internet. So number 1, quote, stock prices have reached what looks like a permanently high plateau. This was said by economist Irving Fisher, and it was actually said October 1929, 3 days before the crash of the market and the beginning of the Great Depression. That's incredibly ironic, and it's because it seemed that during the Great Depression, the standard of living had reached what looked like a permanently low plateau. The next quote is, democracy will be dead by 1950. This was said by John Langdon Davies in 1936. Obviously, terribly incorrect. I think most of the countries on the planet today have a democracy. I have here 123 democratic countries in the world out of 194 to 96. However you're counting. And my next quote will be, it will be years, not in my time, before a woman becomes prime minister. And this was said by Margaret Thatcher in 1969, who went on to become the prime minister of England the next year. And I was especially appalling because Margaret Thatcher was a big face for women empowerment. And my next quote would be, the cinema is little more than a fad, said by Charlie Chaplin in 1916. Incredibly ironic coming from him because modern actors and a lot of people look at him as like one of the core actors that kind of started the film industry. And, you know, it's incredibly shocking that it did come from him, being that the cinema is like one of the biggest industries on the planet, largest industry in India. And my last quote is, I'd shut Apple down and give money back to the shareholders, said by Michael Dell, founder and CEO of Dell. I mean, this is probably the best statement I found because Dell, a couple years ago or a year ago, went private and had to buy back its stocks because it was failing. And, you know, Apple is probably one of the prime examples of what like a good company does when it is public, you know, and it pays dividends and, you know, it grows steadily, and even if it's not doing terribly well, it's reliable. And I mean, I thought it was funny because Apple is like one of the leading companies in the technology sector and has a huge market share on computers and the smartphone, and you know, Dell's not really relevant anymore. And those are my 5 quotes from the internet. I hope you enjoyed them. Please leave comments and questions if you have any. I hope to see you guys soon.